The main reason many visit Ronda is its magnificent stone bridge, one of the most famous postcard images of Andalusia. However, what to visit in Ronda extends far beyond the Puente Nuevo over the deep El Tajo Canyon. Besides the viewpoints offering incredible panoramic views, visiting Ronda also means exploring tourist attractions steeped in history, romance, and beauty, such as walls, palaces, and Arab baths, lush gardens, grand cathedrals and churches, and Spain's oldest bullring. Ronda is a city in the Spanish province of Malaga, one of the most beautiful and visited in southern Spain, and one of the most interesting historic cities on the Pueblos Blancos route. Ronda rises on a rocky plateau 739 meters above sea level, in the heart of the Serranía de Ronda region and a few kilometers from the Costa del Sol. Right in the center of the triangle Seville, Malaga, Gibraltar. What to visit in Ronda? Itinerary of what to see and do. Crossing legendary bridges, strolling along medieval cobbled streets, admiring aristocratic mansions and palaces, wandering through romantic gardens, marveling at monumental views, savoring rich gastronomy, and experiencing the unique rhythm of the walled city are among the best suggestions for what to see and do when visiting Ronda. Ronda is captivating. It enchanted Celts, Phoenicians, Romans, and Arabs in the past. During the Romantic era, Ronda bewitched illustrious visitors from European aristocracy and the world of arts, seeking destinations with the authenticity of a bygone era. Even towering figures like Orson Welles and Ernest Hemingway, lured by the bullfighting universe, fell in love with the city perched on the cliff. The city of castles is dramatically perched on the edge of a cliff with a 150-meter drop, crowning a rocky promontory. In the middle lies the deep El Tajo de Ronda Canyon carved by the Guadalquivir River. All the must-see tourist attractions starting from the new city to the old city. Bullring. Ronda is considered the birthplace of bullfighting, and the Plaza de Toros de la Real Maestranza de Caballería de Ronda from 1756 is the oldest and best preserved in Spain, making it one of Ronda's most iconic locations. Puente Nuevo, essential in an itinerary to visit Ronda. Feel free to drop your jaw at the first sight of Puente Nuevo. The main and most famous attraction of Ronda, the city's emblem and the postcard that most likely convinced you to visit Ronda. Puente Nuevo, located on Paseo de los Románticos, serves as a striking link between Ronda's modern and historic areas. Despite its relatively short length, this bridge stands impressively tall, towering over 100 meters above the Tajo de Ronda Canyon. Built over 4 decades starting in 1793, it now houses the Puente Nuevo Interpretation Center within an old guard post, offering insights into its construction and significance. As soon as we crossed the bridge, we immediately felt transported to the past, to the Moorish Ronda of narrow, winding, and atmospheric cobblestone streets. A quick pass in front of the Convento de Santo Domingo, just to see the tile panel of the Mirador de los Viajeros Románticos. Old Bridge and Arab Bridge. When exploring Ronda, it's essential to acknowledge its historic bridges, including the Old Bridge and the Arab Bridge. Despite the prominence of the Puente Nuevo, these older structures hold significant historical value. As we navigate our itinerary through Ronda, following the path down Cuesta de Santo Domingo, we encounter these ancient crossings over the Tajo de Ronda. While Puente Nuevo may steal the spotlight, the Old Bridge and Arab Bridge, situated upstream of the river, provide unique perspectives and splendid views of the gorge. Arab Baths of Ronda. Here you will discover the archaeological remains of the luxurious Arab Baths of Ronda, one of the best preserved hammams in Spain. Built around the 13th century, the magnificent state of preservation is impressive. The hydraulic system used to capture water from the river and the 3 rooms divided by temperature, hot, warm, and cold, are preserved. Walls of Ronda and Puerta de la Silla Yara. At the historic center, the next point of interest is the Puerta de la Silla Yara. It was one of the main entrances to the walled belt of Muslim Ronda. The stretches of wall are also of Arab origin, and this section is one of the best preserved in the city. Espiritu Santo Church in Puerta de Amicabar. The Church of Espiritu Santo, with its robust and fortified appearance, dates back to the 15th century and was built on an old Muslim mosque. Very close by is the Puerta de Amicabar, the most monumental gate of Ronda, and it crossed the first walled enclosure of the city. It was erected by the Arabs in the 13th century and modified in the time of Emperor Charles V, standing out for its two circular towers. Duquesa de Parcent Square. The impressive and serene Plaza Duquesa de Parcent is the next stop on this itinerary to visit Ronda. It was the Plaza Mayor after the conquest of Ronda by the Moors who built the citadel here, the fortified citadel. As the epicenter of the old town, some of the most interesting monuments in the historic center of Ronda are concentrated in this large square. The most emblematic is the Church of Santa Maria la Mayor. It began to be built immediately after the conquest, on the main mosque of the Moorish city as it could not fail to be, but it was not completed until the end of the 17th century. Alameda del Tajo. One of Ronda's most important parks. It is a wooded space, with a 19th century garden perfect for resting at the end of the day, visiting Ronda's nooks and charms and enjoying the balconies over the cliffs. The sunset is simply magnificent. Plaza del Socorro. The Plaza del Socorro is one of the busiest places in Ronda. The square is surrounded by restaurant terraces that compete to serve the best Ronda tapas. With an ornate fountain in the center and a statue of Hercules taming two lions, the highlights are also the Iglesia del Socorro and the building of the Círculo de Artistas. In conclusion, this video has offered just a glimpse of what Ronda has to offer, but there's so much more to explore. Whether you're passionate about hiking or enjoy cycling, Ronda has plenty to offer. Surrounding the city are numerous trails and cycling routes waiting to be explored. So, whether you're drawn to its rich history, breathtaking landscapes, or outdoor adventures, Ronda promises endless opportunities for unforgettable experiences. Plan your visit and discover the hidden treasures that await in this enchanting city.